Also today, time is now 9:03, and today Benny Gantz, a political rival of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and members of Israel's war cabinet, is expected to meet with Vice President Kamala Harris.
Now, this meeting is happening a day after Vice President Harris echoed international calls for an immediate ceasefire, citing the worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
Professor William Muck from North Central College is joining us this morning to discuss.
Hi, Professor. Want to jump right into this. The timing of this could not be more interesting because we have many people in the United States saying it is time for a ceasefire, the Biden administration holding off, and then you've got 100,000 voters in Michigan voting uncommitted against President Biden, essentially, because they want to see a ceasefire, and that is something the administration has not called for yet. What is your take on VP Harris making this proclamation?
I think it's a sign that there's a real fracture between the Biden administration and the Netanyahu administration. The Biden administration has tried to pull Israel along, try to moderate the military behavior in Gaza, but I think we've seen that there's just been too much pressure there. And so Biden is facing both domestic pressure, as you mentioned in Michigan and other places, but also international pressure. Israel does not have a lot of international friends, and I think Biden is trying to find a way and a pathway forward to bring down some of that pressure on Israel and the United States in the process.
Now, Israeli officials say that Gantz's visit here to the U.S. was not approved. So what do you think this meeting could mean for this temporary ceasefire?
Well, I don't know if it's going to directly impact the ceasefire. Well, maybe it will. I think what's happening is the Biden administration is willing to talk to anybody who's open to listening. And it sounds like the Netanyahu administration is less inclined to a ceasefire. So Biden and the administration and the vice president want to talk to whoever they can to try to twist the arm and put international and diplomatic pressure on Israel to agree to this ceasefire. Because I think everybody realizes the humanitarian situation in Gaza right now is so dire that something has to be done, and done really, really quickly.
President Joe Biden's State of the Union address is on Thursday. It's coming up quick. So do you think that we're going to hear the president himself call for a ceasefire at that point?
This will be the real test, because sending out the vice president to be critical of Israel is one thing. Doing so in a State of the Union is the other. And that will really tip the hand to where the Biden administration is. So if Biden comes out and says it's time for a ceasefire, it's time for Israel to pull back, he might try to create a little space between, not between the United States and Israel, but between Biden and Netanyahu. I think that's what we should be watching for, to see how does he define that relationship moving forward.
Professor William Muck, thanks for your time this morning. Good to see you as always.
Good to chat with you.
Thank you.